All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Grace Alexandra Agnew.
May it please the court, I move that Grace Alexandra Agnew be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Grace Alexandra Agnew be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ajua Abesi Asan.
May it please the court, I move that Ajua Abesi Azan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ajua Abesi Asan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Joshua Aaron Ayub.
May it please the court, I move that Joshua Ayub be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Joshua Aaron Ayub be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bimal Kumar Batarai.
May it please the court, I move that Bimal Kumar Batarai be admitted as a solicitor of this honourable court.
Let Bimal Kumar Batarai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Ann Brady.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Ann Brady be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Ann Brady be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abby Louise Bramston.
May it please the court, I move that Abby Louise Bramston be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Abby Louise Branson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Madeline May Carlin.
May it please the court, I move that Madeline May Carlin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Madeline May Carlin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ching Lam Gordon Choi.
May it please the court, I move that Ching Lam Gordon Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chin Lam Gordon Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Karen Chow.
May it please the court, I move that Karen Chow be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Karen Chow be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Si Chi Gigi Chung.
May it please the court, I move that Gigi Shung be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shiji Gigi Shung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Victoria Frances Clancy.
May it please the court, I move that Victoria Frances Clancy be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Victoria Frances Clancy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Harvey Nicholas Cooney.
May it please the court, I move that James Harvey Nicholas Cooney be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Harvey Nicholas Cooney be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christian Alexander Dawson.
May it please the court, I move that Christian Dawson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christian Alexander Dawson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sharon Fung Ting Deng.
May it please the court, I move that Sharon Fung Ting Deng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sharon Funting Deng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Marie Faulkner.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Marie Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Marie Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Denise Lee Ing Gun.
May it please the court, I move that Denise Lee Gun be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Denise Lee Ying Gun be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Vikram Kumar Gautam.
May it please the court, I move that Vikram Kumar Gautam be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Vikram Kumar Gautam be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sebastian William Gray.
May it please the court, I move that Sebastian William Gray be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sebastian William Gray be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ghassan Hajj.
May it please the court, I move that Ghassan Hajj be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ghassan Haja be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hugh Wan Howe.
May it please the court, I move that Hugh Wan Howe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hugh Wan Howe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Canning Hussey.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie Canning Hussey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophie Canning Hussey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grace Jacqueline James.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Grace Jacqueline James be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Grace Jacqueline James be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jack Alexander Gelbart.
May it please the court, I move that Jack Alexander Gelbar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jack Alexander Gelbar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Kuzami.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Kazami be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Kuzami be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emily Caitlin Campbell Kilpatrick.
May it please the court, I move that Emily Caitlin Campbell Kilpatrick be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Caitlin Campbell Kilpatrick be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maggie Hope Lang.
May it please the court, I move that Maggie Hope Lang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maggie Hope Lang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jackson Matthew Levold.
May it please the court, I move that Jackson Matthew Levold be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jackson Matthew Levold be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tenzin Salden Lungtok.
May it please the court, I move that Tenzin Salden Lungtok be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tenzin Salden Lungkok be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia Tai Minson.
May it please the court, I move that Georgia Ty Minson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia Tai Minson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Norris.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Norris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Norris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Francesca Renate Niles.
May it please the court, I move that Francesca Renate Niles be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Francesca Renate Niles be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anam Rafi.
May it please the court, I move that Anam Rafi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anam Rafi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Monique Cherie Reid.
May it please the court, I move that Monique Cherie Reid be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Monique Cherie Reid be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gareth Arthur Rickards.
May it please the court, I move that Gareth Arthur Rickards be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gareth Arthur Rickards be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniela Swede.
May it please the court, I move that Daniela Swede be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Daniela Swede be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dakota Morgan Woods.
May it please the court, I move that Dakota Morgan Woods be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dakota Morgan Woods be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Belinda Yi Rong.
May it please the court, I move that Belinda Yi Rong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Belinda Yi Rong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
David Edward Ross.
May it please the court, I move that David Edward Ross be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let David Edward Ross be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mayuri Selvan.
May it please the court, I move that Mayuri Selvan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mayuri Selvan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicole Jong-yeon Sung.
May it please the court, I move that Nicole Jong-yeon-sung be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicole John Young Sung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rohit Anil Tadani.
May it please the court, I move that Rohit Anil Tadani be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rohit Anil Tadani be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ellen Higginbottom.
May it please the court, I move that Ellen Higginbottom be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ellen Higginbottom be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Claire Elizabeth Timms.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Claire Elizabeth Timms be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Claire Elizabeth Timms be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shotran Wong.
May it please the court, I move that Xiaotran Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Xiaochang Wong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alice Watson.
May it please the court, I move that Alice Watson be admitted as a member of this honourable court.
Let Alice Watson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sian Joyce Whitehouse.
May it please the court, I move that Sian Joyce Whitehouse be admitted as a member of this honourable court.
Let Sian Joyce Whitehouse be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Liu Ting Wu.
May it please the court, I move that Liu Ting Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Liu Ting Wung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chen Guang Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Chen Guangzhu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shang Guang Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adrian Zajakovsky.
May it please the court, I move that Adrian Zajakovsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adrian Zajakovsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Pian Pian Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Pian Pian Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Pian Pian Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will be necessary for those who have been admitted to come before the bench to take an oath or affirmation.
Could you please stand as directed by me, and the oath will be administered. Rows 1 and 2 on my right, please. Grace Alexandra Agnew. Ajua Abesi Asan. Joshua Aaron Ayub. Bimal Kumar Batarai. Jessica Ann Brady. Abby Louise Bramston. Madeline May Carlin. Ching Lam Gordon Choi. Karen Chow. Sue Chi Gigi Chung. Victoria Francis Clancy. James Harvey Nicholas Cooney. Christian Alexander Dawson. Sharon Fung Ting Deng. Jennifer Marie Faulkner. Denise Lee Ing Gun. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 to my right please stand? Vikram Kumar Gautam. Sebastian William Gray. Ghassan Haja. Hu Wan Hao. Sophie Canning Hussey. Grace Jacqueline James. Jack Alexander Gelbart. Jennifer Kuzami. Emily Caitlin Campbell Kilpatrick. Maggie Hope Lang. Jackson Matthew Levold. Tenzin Selden Lungtok. Georgia Ty Minton. Jennifer Norris. Francesca Renate Nilas. Annam Raffi. Monique Cherie Reid. Gareth Arthur Rickards. Daniela Swede. And Dakota Morgan Woods. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could the two rows to my left please stand up? Belinda Yi Rong, David Edward Ross, Mayuri Selvam, Nicole Jong Yun Sung, Rohit Anil Tadani, Ellen Higginbottom, Claire Elizabeth Timms, Xiao Tran Wong, Alice Watson, Shan Joyce Whitehouse, Yu Ting Wu, Chen Guang Zui, Adrian Zajakovsky, Pian Pian Zhu. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Certain applicants for admission have completed a special process for admission in absentia, and pursuant to that process, I formally admit as lawyers of this court the following persons remotely. Let Yui Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Let Pranav Devnani be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Let Sai Liao be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Let Jamie Mary Varghese be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Let Hayley Kaylin Williams be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Let Ronjia Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Now that the formal proceedings are concluded, it's my opportunity and honour on behalf of the Chief Justice Bell, who regrets that other commitments prevent him from officiating today, to welcome you all very warmly to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I'm Justice Brereton of the Court of Appeal, and I have the honour of presiding in place of the Chief Justice on this important occasion. Present with me on the bench today to my right is Justice Mitchell Moore, a Judge of Appeal, and to my left, Justice Walton, a Judge of the Common Law Division. Together we constitute the court that has, in the due exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. This ceremony takes place on land for which the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation have cared and been the custodians since time immemorial. The court pays its respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, as it does to all First Nations persons participating in these proceedings. To those who have been admitted today, congratulations and welcome to the legal profession. The Supreme Court of New South Wales, of which each one of you is now an officer, is nigh on 2 centuries old. Next year we will celebrate that bicentenary. The Charter of Justice which created it was proclaimed on 17 May 1824. Only a quarter of a century after the end of the French Revolution in 1799, in the midst of the great period of revolution and reform in Europe between 1850 and 1848, and 37 years before the outbreak of the American Civil War in 1861. This history of the continuous administration of the rule of law for 2 centuries by this court, though not unique, is remarkable. The robes we wear as you will see from the portraits that hang around the walls of this court, are the same robes, and in my case at least, literally so, as our predecessors wore. In this is symbolised the enduring continuity and formality of the rule of law in New South Wales. In a world in which there is today so much global uncertainty and insecurity, the continuity of the rule of law has never been more important. It is reflected in the judicial oath to which each judge of the court subscribes, to do justice to all manner of people without fear or favour, affection or ill will. That is the antithesis of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocrats and populists. We must and do acknowledge that the imposition of foreign laws on the First Nations, including in times past by this court, has wrought many hardships and injustices. But it is also important to recognise that as long ago as 1838, it was the unstinting adherence to the rule of law by law officers and the court in the face of public hysteria that resulted in the conviction of those responsible for the Mile Creek massacre of 28 Aboriginal men and women in northern New South Wales. The custom which you have continued today of advocates coming before the bench to swear an oath on admission to practice dates back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824. By 1830, the names of lawyers were subscribed onto rolls in this state, as yours will be when, after this ceremony, you in your turn sign the roll. You have been admitted on the motion of someone already a member of the profession, and your family, friends and peers are all witnesses to the promises and undertakings you have given today. The law touches every part of our society and its practice may lead to diverse career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have given today is a serious one which deserves solemn regard. Whether in private practice or at the bar, or in a corporation or in a community legal centre, or in a Crown Law Office or other government department or agency, or in whatever other field your career might take you. As a lawyer, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to the administration of justice. And you must at all times strive to uphold these cardinal values. Notwithstanding all this formality and tradition, the legal profession is not one that is locked in the past. The profession is a far more diverse one than it was when I was first admitted 40 years ago. Since 2018, women have comprised more than half of the solicitors with a practicing certificate in New South Wales. Today, they are more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 30. Many of the most senior positions in the law in the country are held by distinguished women, including the current Chief Justices of the High Court and of Victoria, Queensland and the Australian Capital Territory, the President of our Court of Appeal, this state's Director of Public Prosecutions and Senior Public Defender, and the Presidents of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society of New South Wales. And one need only look around the ranks of those who have been admitted today to see the increasing cultural diversity of the profession, which is progressively creeping up the ranks of the profession. This is important. It facilitates the proper representation in our courts of all sectors of our diverse community, and the people will have confidence in a profession and a court that reflects the community. Other developments include the rapid technological advances brought about by the pandemic. There have been profound consequences for the ways in which courts and lawyers interact with litigants and clients. And there's also increased workplace flexibility for practitioners, which in turn increases accessibility for those with family responsibilities and those in regional and remote communities. But while the use of technology offers many opportunities and advantages, the practice of law has at its heart human nature and human interaction. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how they react and respond, and how they interact. This cannot be done exclusively at the end of a video link. Always remember that you are not dealing with the law in a vacuum, but with the law in its application to people's lives. The profession of law is a profession of service to your clients and of service to the administration of justice. Being a lawyer means that you're an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. This is an inevitable consequence of having dual obligations to clients and to the court. You must use the tools you've developed to think critically and not compromise your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. In short, if you have doubt as to whether a course of action is proper or ethical, it probably isn't. You must avoid giving your clients the advice you think they want to hear. The same question should produce the same answer, regardless of who asks it. The advice that your client may want to hear at the time will not be welcomed in the long run if it turns out to be incorrect. Remember that those who seek your services as a lawyer will often be people facing enormous personal pressures with their home, their assets, their welfare, their family, their relationships, and even their liberty in jeopardy. You must bring to their service not only technical competence, but sensitivity to their circumstances, courtesy, and integrity. For a non-lawyer, the law and its processes are often difficult to comprehend. Your task is to make the law accessible to others, sometimes by interpreting legal concepts, sometimes by deciphering difficult drafting, sometimes by exploring and exposing complex factual situations and explaining their legal consequences. In your written and oral communication, strive always to be clear and concise. This helps your client understand, and it helps courts understand. The best advocates make their points simply and succinctly. Often, less is more. From time to time, you will make mistakes. Mostly minor, sometimes possibly momentous. We all do. Learn from your mistakes and remember that it is almost always the cover-up rather than the original error that lends to grief. Your duties of honesty and integrity and your undertaking to serve the administration of justice oblige you to take responsibility for your mistakes and to rectify what you can. Many aspects of legal practice are in their nature adversarial. Differences and disputes can become heated, and that's not limited to the field of litigation. As a lawyer, you must avoid stoking the fire. Members of the profession are expected to deal with each other courteously and civilly. You must not allow pressures from anxious or angry clients or frustrations with your opponent to lead you into offensive and antagonistic correspondence and communications. There is simply no place for it, and there is especially no place for correspondence that contains allegations of impropriety against an opponent. Bear in mind that almost invariably they are doing the best they can with their resources for their client within the confines of propriety. Maintain your detachment, your balance, and your good humour, remembering at all times that you're members of a profession, not a business. And in that respect, be moderate in what you charge. Lawyers can earn a very comfortable living without resorting to exorbitant charging. Although we no longer have scales of costs, the Cost Assessment Rules Committee has published guidelines as to appropriate amounts to be allowed on assessment, and they provide a sound guide as to the range of rates that is considered reasonable. Some of you as employees may come under the pressure of budgets and targets. But if you're charging more than those guidelines suggest is appropriate for a lawyer of your seniority, you should be asking yourself, and perhaps your employer, why? And be conscious of your health, both physical and psychological. The practice of law is demanding, it can become all-consuming, and physically and mentally taxing. If you think your days of long caffeine-sustained nights are over, you're sadly mistaken. There may be times when you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, distressed. But the law is a very collegiate profession, and you can always turn to a peer for help and advice, and you should always be open to those who might turn to you for that help and advice. Try to keep some balance in your life, have an interest outside the law, and don't forget your family. Keep an eye open to the welfare of your colleagues. You will notice before they do when someone is beginning to struggle, and an intervention at that point can avoid much grief later. And if perchance someone stages such an intervention with you, be humble enough to listen. A remediation at that stage can avert a catastrophe later. And now, finally, despite the serious nature of these remarks, today above all is a day for celebration. You should be justly proud of your achievements. You have had to work hard, often very hard, to get here. In that, for many of you, the support of your family and friends, including those here with you today and those watching online, would have been invaluable. No doubt they've also been on the receiving ends of your developing skills of argument and persuasion. Please take the time to give them the thanks that they so richly deserve for their support. And now, let me invite the young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society of New South Wales to add their welcome to the profession of which they are already eminent examples. Ms. Okereke-Fisher, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Uche Okereke-Fisher, and I have been practicing for 8 years at the bar, predominantly in employment law and administrative law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honor to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I'm proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice and represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website. And each year there is a career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is a professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organizes social and educational functions for 0 to 5-year barristers, and a diversity and equality committee, of which I am a member, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession, and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honorable court. May it please the court.
Ms. Irvine, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Olivia Irvin, and I am the president of New South Wales Young Lawyers. And not so long ago, I stood where you stand today. That is figuratively. I was actually admitted during lockdown, meaning my experience was entirely virtual. But wherever your ceremony is held, it is truly a memorable occasion. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step on your years-long, diligent, and sometimes arduous journey. I hope that each of you are immensely proud of what you have achieved. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect, and it was not always easy. In fact, often it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after 2 years working as a lawyer with Hazelbrook Legal, I am happy to report that I have learned and grown so much more in the time since my admission than I would have ever imagined in 2020. One of the most important things I have learned is the value of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which each of you now belongs as well. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community with 30,000 members across the state of New South Wales. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to the community and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, I have found that belonging to a strong network of peers has been crucial. That is part of why the Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers branch has been an important part of my life for 4 years. Here I have found inspiration, guidance, and support when I needed it, as well as opportunities for advocacy where we made a significant and impactful change on legal issues. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you can access professional support, events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and connect with the broader legal community. Our role as part of the Law Society of New South Wales is to ensure that each of you, as newly minted solicitors, is able to thrive in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Reach out to us or speak to your employer, and we look forward to welcoming you to the Law Society community. Congratulations again. May it please the court.
So today, in being admitted as a lawyer and an officer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession with a rich history and heritage and culture. As the oath or affirmation you have taken attests, you have assumed serious and solemn responsibilities. The law is a wonderful profession, traditional and modern, intellectual and practical, stimulating and satisfying. It's a profession populated by intelligent, committed and dynamic people, and it plays a central social role in upholding and enforcing the rights and obligations of all manner and people. You are now part of that. Work hard, prepare thoroughly, set high standards for yourself, take pride in your work, and aspire to emulate the best. Look out for your colleagues, contribute to the profession and to your community, and at the same time, don't take yourself too seriously, though your family and friends will usually see to that. On behalf of the Chief Justice and the judges of the Supreme Court, I once again offer you the court's warmest congratulations on your admission and the warmest welcome to the legal profession. We wish you all the best for the exciting journey that awaits you and for a full and rewarding career. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.